Welcome back to the AB Skull Project. I'm Krieger. This is Stuff Bravo, and today we're starting off with the Walmart Retro Collection Wheelie. And I just, got the package here just so you can see it. They did the classic card on it on the back. You've got that G1 splash page. Of course, I think this is actually the 85. That's not the 86 where Wheelie came out. That's the 85 picture. So one little mistake there. But you can see you got his graph down there and stuff like that. So they try to make it as close to. And then you got that nightmare fuel picture of Wheelie. So, all right. We're going to actually bring in the actual Wheelie so you can see. And so they got the old G1 picture, and then they put the new vehicle picture down there. And here's the Wheelie. We'll remove the package here. All right, and we'll turn on the light so you can actually see him. There we go. If you will. Nope, I'm not forgetting anything. Just has a bit of a trouble standing up. Alrighty, let's take a look at Wheelie. This, of course, is the toy deco of Wheelie. This isn't the animated deco, which we'll probably expect like sometime next year. Hasbro will come out with the movie deco of this. But see how it looks. He's got a little bit of backpack there from his car mode. Not a lot of hollowness, a lot of exposed parts, like these mushroom pegs here on the hips and the legs, but not really hollow per se. So overall, not too bad as a figure. Comes with his slingshot. That's pretty neat. Yeah, articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint, just not a lot of up and down. That's about all the up and down you get. Arms do arm things. Even has a wrist swivel too. So waist, not so much, because that's where all the car compacts to. Legs do leg things. Yeah. Ankle tilt, not a whole lot. I mean, that's about all the ankle tilt you get. So, yeah. Now, as I knock over off of Bravo again. All right. Now, for me, I'd actually call this a MP scale Wheelie. So, let's actually bring in MP Bumblebee. You see what I mean? Yeah, he's actually closer to MP scale because this was our studio series. Nothing wants to stand up on my table today. And you can see actually I'll go side by side here so you can see. Yeah, because he's actually supposed to be shorter than the standard Scout size. This puts him, pretty tall. And then we bring in Studio Series Bumblebee. You see, this is really more the scale size of these two. Whereas this is just huge. So I'm calling this MP scale Wheelie. Either that or he's really been working out. Okay. So there's, 3 size comparisons all at once. And for fun, we'll put in Earthrise Prime and see how big he is to him. So, I mean, it can work if you don't have any other Wheelies, but it's just, strictly speaking, scale-wise, he's pretty huge. All right, let's check out the vehicle mode. And here we have Wheelie in his car mode. Looks very G1 toy Wheelie, so looks pretty good. The nose looks a little weird just because he has the slingshot tucked in underneath there. We can pop that off and you can see that it looks worse. So you kind of need the slingshot there to close it out. It holds pretty firmly there. You just see robot legs underneath, so not too bad. Fist down here, kind of a little bit fist there. The back really not that great, but at least it's a little bit better than the Studio Series out and out having fists back there. So a little bit different, and the core definitely looks more like the animation. Actually, they're kind of half and half between the two of them, because this one definitely needed a longer nose, and this one needed a bit more fairing on that nose. So we'll split the difference. So Here they are side by side. I'll set them on the table so you can see them both. Just how gigantic that new one is. That retro is. So, yeah. Give them another spin here so you can see them. And from the top. Alrighty. Pulling a couple others. Here's the Studio Series Bumblebee. See how they look together comparably. Bring in the Masterpiece, and they look like they could be in the same shelf. So again, I think it's Masterpiece scale. So yeah, not a lot to say. Rolls well. I mean, this rolls really well, actually. Rolls really well. Doesn't look bad. I can't wait till we get the animation colored version of it. But yeah, I think that's actually a good mold. Out of scale, but a good mold. So let's go ahead and do our final determination. So is this our new IDW G1 Wheelie? No, this is definitely MP scale. So our current Wheelie will still remain the Studio Series core and for chug scale, but this can be your MP scale Wheelie. And when they come out with the animation deco version next year, or whenever Hasbro puts it out, you can put that on your MP shelf with your MP Ultra Magnus and cup and hot rod. Of course, it has to be a third-party cup. But anyway, so still our G1 IDW is the Studio Series. All right, let's move on to the next one. And finally for today, we have the other retro release, the Outback. That mine took a bad tear when I tried to take him out. So there he is with the G1 art and the brand new picture of the vehicle mode. So it looks pretty cool. On the back, the 85 picture again and the tech spec. So that's pretty cool, pretty neat. Let's go ahead and bring in Outback himself. Neat. Stand him up. Get his ankle tilts going. All right. Nothing wants to stand up today. All right. Bring him back down. Bring these guys up so that you can get a good look at him. And I think they did a really good job of making him. This, of course, is a remold from the Studio Series 86 Brawn, which I thought they killed it on. Even though he's a little tall, they still work for G1 scale. The scale doesn't work for Wheelie for me, just because Wheelie is supposed to be so short. But for the other mini bots, I can see this working. So they redid the chest, redid the head, so they look like the animation appearance. They got new guns too, so we got a new gun. But otherwise, everything else is the same. So yeah, I'll put him aside. Articulation-wise, this is on a mushroom peg, so he can only look left and right. The entire cage goes with him. Arms on a ball joint, mushroom peg. Nothing on the wrist except coming in for transformation. He does have a waist swivel. Legs do all the things. He hits the kibble just like he does on Brawn. Good knee. And extreme ankle tilt. So there we go. And a toe, if you really want a toe. But yeah, I think he looks really good. And we've already seen him next to Brawn. So, you know the scale for fun. Let's bring in Prime. Just to see how he looks with the Kingdom Voyager scale. And I think that works as far as a larger mini bot to Prime. So yeah. Let's go ahead and check out the vehicle mode. And here we have Outback in his truck mode. Looks pretty good. Spin around here so you can see it. Looks really familiar. Rolls okay. Got a little bit of drag down there with his chest down there, but not too bad. Bring in Brawn here just so you can see side by side. Exactly the same except for the gun, because this looks more like the original gun that Outback came with in G1. And flip it over. With Brawn, you can at least flip his face around so you don't have you can't see his face. Here you got his face. You can't change it because he's got this crown on the front of his face that keeps him from being able to flip around. So you're stuck with watching Outback's face on the underside. All right. Take him away. Anyway, we'll get him next with his wave mate here. Let you look at him with Wheelie there. Pretty neat. Wheelie is still huge, but rolls much better though. Let them roll off just for fun. Bringing the studios here is 86 Bumblebee. And I think they look, pretty good together. The truck would be a lot bigger than the Bug, but, whatever. All right. Let's go to our final decision. Is this our new IDW G1 Outback? The last one we got was Age of Prime, or not Age of Primes, Power of the Primes. We're now in the Age of Primes. This was back in Power of the Primes. I couldn't find mine, so I got the Titans Return Brawn that it was a retool of. So, yeah. Just side by side, just looking at him, you can tell this is a much better looking figure. And plus, you get more articulation. And just all around, I like it much better. So, our new IDW G1 Outback is the Retro Outback. All right, let's wrap this up. And that's it for the day. Thanks for joining us today on the AB Scout Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.